Hey guys, it's the Takasubitsu here, and for today, we are going to discuss some Nintendo news for today's video. And so, for today's topic, Mario is basically one of Nintendo's best ever selling franchises, next to games like Zelda and Pokemon and all. But throughout the years, Mario has been going through many iterations. Aside from the mainline Mario platforming games, we've got them things such as Mario Party, Mario Kart, and a few sports elements like Mario Tennis, Golf, Strikers, and Sluggers, and everything else. But one of the most fun things, and one of the most fun genres that was ever put into the Mario series was none other than the RPG genre. Mixing Mario and RPG was something that was really incredible, with things such as Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi series that have done before, but the very first one back then was none other than Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Now back then, this was such a huge thing for the SNES and for the Mario series as a whole. A turn-based RPG mechanic inside a Mario game who is really known for platforming was a huge new thing back then. Not only that, the game has such wide popularity with having such a great original characters, great story, bosses, and especially the music track. Not only that, this was really when the time when Square and Nintendo were once working together before they kind of broke up back then, which I'm not too sure about the history of, but this is kind of when Nintendo and Square Enix were still, were really, working together and all. But it looks like one of the directors of the Mario RPG game has something to say about it. So this was a question given to Chihiro Fujioka, who is not only the director of the Mario RPG game, but he's also directed different projects, and which coincidentally are pretty much RPG games. Earthbound, the Mario and Luigi games before Alpha Dream got bankrupt, and obviously the Final Fantasy series, since after all this is Square Enix. But here's the question that Fujioka has been asked. Were you eager to get your hands on a Mario RPG again at some point in your career? And here's what he has to say. Yeah, I would absolutely love to make one. Yeah, so in my career, I have been involved in a lot of games, and I would really like my final one to be another Mario RPG game, if possible. And here he elaborated more. Yeah, I would like to go back and create a Mario RPG different from Mario and Luigi, where you're only controlling Mario. So that's something that many fans are very hopeful for, because like I said, this was such a huge thing. Given how this was the very first time Mario has gone into the RPG genre, really shows how big of an impact the game was. Then again, it's been quite a lot, over 2 decades since the very first one, and since then there hasn't really been anything original when it comes to the characters and the story. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Nintendo and all, but the Mario RPG games, this could possibly get a sequel, but as Fujioka said, he said he would like to make his final project a Mario RPG if possible, meaning that it may not happen, but there is a possibility at some point. And given for a while Nintendo and Square Enix relationship when having their games on the Nintendo Switch, having Cloud and Sephiroth in Smash Brothers, the Final Fantasy games in the Switch, Chrono Cross, which basically was the recent one that was added to the Switch. This kind of shows that, yeah, Square and Nintendo are in good terms. But a sequel to Mario RPG may take some time, but if you are hoping for a sequel or some sort of an HD remake at some point, and if Fujioka wants them, then, I hope his wish comes true, and especially to the fans of the Mario RPG game. But with that, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this. Do you think there is a possibility to see another Mario RPG game, or do you think that we're just getting our hopes up? I want to know all your opinions down below, and so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend. Like a Hellcat.